we believe education should not be a privilege, it should be a right.
So if we compare with UK and USA, what are the key benefits of studying in Dubai then?
The amount of money they'll have saved in Dubai, instead of going straight to the UK, will pay for the third year. If you get a merit, for your second year, we're going to give you 25% scholarship. If you get a distinction, we're going to give you a 50% scholarship in your second year. And in Dubai, if you get a distinction in the second year, we will transfer the 50% scholarship to Germany, France, Spain, or the USA, depending on which campus you want to join us. We've designed our curriculum. Okay, we don't want you coming into school every day.
So Raj, again finish करने से पहले मैंने है ना आपके साथ एक rapid fire round खेलना
Oh my
है.
God.
So
This feels like coffee with Karan.
Coffee
Coffee with RK.
Okay. If Dubai had a tagline, what would it be?
The address of the future.
आज मेरे साथ एक ऐसी हस्ती आई है जो आप लोगों को डिटेल में नॉलेज देंगे. कहाँ का नॉलेज देंगे? अब्रॉड एजुकेशन का. और जब अब्रॉड जाने की बात चल रही है तो कुछ नई डेस्टिनेशन की बातें भी होनी चाहिए. ग्लोबल एजुकेशन से मेरे साथ आए हैं राज कपूर साहब. राज कपूर हमारे फिल्मों वाले नहीं हैं, ये हमारे फिल्मों वाले जैसे ही हैं, बट आज राज कपूर साहब आपको बहुत अच्छी अच्छी बातें सुनाएंगे, बातें करेंगे. चलो देखते हैं, उनसे बातें करके आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. ओके राज जी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेलकम टू द आरके इंटरनेशनल.
Thank you so much. बहुत धन्यवाद.
So, Raj, so tell us something about global education first of all.
Global Education is our parent company. For us, we believe education should not be a privilege, it should be a right. So what we do, we make education accessible for students around the world.
Okay. So Raj, tell us something about yourself. We heard a lot about you, but never heard from you. So tell us something about yourself.
I hope you heard something good.
Yes.
So personally, I was born in Kenya, in East Africa, of course, to Indian parents. My dad moved to Kenya. He was born in Kenya, I should say. My mum was born in Delhi. We're Punjabis. I grew up in Kenya, moved to London 51 years ago. Been in education for 35 years, 22 years in Dubai, 13 years in England.
Okay. So currently you are in England.
I am in England. I work in London, but with global education, campuses,
You
12
plan,
countries around the world, beautiful partners everywhere. So I'm traveling a lot of the time.
That's great. That's great. So today we're gonna talk about your GBS Dubai campus, and let's start with GBS. Tell us why people are selecting Dubai right now.
Great question. I think your viewers, if they haven't been to Dubai, naam ta sunna hoega.
Yeah, of course.
Dubai is on the map for so many reasons. For us, Dubai is the address of the future. It is the place, this small place, Dubai. If you look at the global map, Jaibai, it's a small
छोटा सा.
thing. Ennaja.
Yes.
But this small Ennaja location has the highest number of international branch campuses than anywhere else in the world.
Is it?
And we wanted to be in a happening place. We've had feedback from students. They want to be in Dubai. And that's the reason we're there.
Sir, if we compare with UK and USA, what are the key benefits of studying in Dubai then?
A very wise man once told me that comparisons are odious. It's a different place.
Yes.
Hanji. But what you have to remember, you can get everything in Dubai. You don't have to go to the US anymore to get a US education. You don't have to go to the UK anymore to get a British education. So now, like most things in life, education has also become portable, transferable. So we wanted to have an institute that could bring a British education in a different location. So if you can't go to the UK for whatever reason, or you don't want to go to the UK for it's too cold in the winter, it gets dark at 3:30 in the afternoon in December, you've got a place where there's 310 days of sunshine where you can be in Dubai, and of course a very safe place, geographically closer to you and culturally much closer.
That's great. Yeah, you can tell us more about this comparison between UK and Dubai, because you are right now in UK and you stays in Dubai for 22 years. What is the main difference between both this country apart from weather and something else?
Sure.
If education wise, if you can say something.
Certainly. So the education system is tried and tested. Okay, now, sometimes your viewers might be saying, UK has 400, 500 years of history when it comes to education. How can a place that has 35 years, the first international campus in Dubai was 32 years ago. How can a place with 32 years of history catch up with something 400? Seeing is believing. The institutions you have there carry the same quality. But I think something that triggers with me, apart from the safety side of it, one is the accessibility and the affordability.
Yeah.
If you have an international student that wants to go to the UK, minimum in a university, you're going to spend 12 to 15,000 pounds, depending on the institution.
Minimum.
Gee, if it's a triple accredited, if it's a higher accredited uni, you're spending 25,000 pounds a year. And if somebody has that, by all means, fantastic, go ahead. But here, you can have the same education, same result, for much less.
Very affordable as well.
Very
Yes,
affordable.
of course. I
Very,
think
very
affordability is a main point, is a key point students can check out. I just sent few students to GPS Dubai. I spoke when I sent them, I think last intake only, we sent 5 to 6 students, and when I call them, when I ask them like how's your life in Dubai, they send me hundreds of photographs. They say it's great life in Dubai. The lifestyle over there in Dubai is very good. Even the girls over there, they feel so safe. Like they say sir, safety तो बहुत है यहाँ, तो कोई issue ही नहीं आ रहा है वहाँ तो.
And in fact, Jay Bhai, you've done your research very well. It's not Jay saying it, it's not Raj saying it, but it is the safest place in the world for women.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of parents that watch your show and your podcast. And, for us as parents, safety is prime importance.
Prime important, yes.
And His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, our ruler in Dubai, उसने ना X पे डाला था, अभी X बोलते, पहले tweet बोलते थे ना, हाँ जी Twitter बोलते थे, उसने X में डाला कि if you're a young lady and you come out of a nightclub at 2 in the morning and you feel safe, pakka you're in Dubai.
In Dubai, of course.
No other place in the world you can feel safe by coming out of a nightclub at 2 in the morning.
मेरी 18 साल की एक स्टूडेंट को मैंने सेंड किया है, एंड उसने मुझे रात को बुर्ज खलीफा के बाहर के फोटोग्राफ सेंड किए थे. मैंने आस्क हर लाइक व्हाट टाइम इज इट, शी सेड 12:30 समथिंग, एंड आई फील सो गुड फॉर हर. व्हेन मैं भी जब उसको सेंड कर रहा था, आई वाज आल्सो फीलिंग लाइक लिटिल फेयर कि भाई क्या होगा इसका, कि इतनी छोटी बच्ची है, बट शी इज सो सेफ एंड शी फील्स लाइक कॉलेज भी बहुत अच्छा है और बहुत अच्छी लाइफ चल रही है. सो लाइफ स्टाइल तो आई कैन ऑल्सो टेल माई स्टूडेंट्स दैट ओके, इफ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर लाइफ स्टाइल, यू कैन श्योरली कंपेयर इट विद यूके एंड यूएसए. दुबई हैज श्योरली बेटर लाइफ स्टाइल.
100%. आपने बड़ी सही बात बोली है कि आजकल ना सबको बैलेंस चाहिए. बैलेंस बहुत जरूरी है.
यस.
ऐ नहीं कि सिर्फ पढ़ाई करो. पढ़ाई इंपॉर्टेंट है, पर रिसर्च ने भी देखा कि द मोर इन्वॉल्व्ड यू आर आउटसाइड द क्लासरूम, जितना एंगेज रहेंगे, सोशल लाइफ है, एक्टिविटीज करते हो, स्पोर्ट्स करते हो, डिबेट क्लब में जाते हो, ये वगैरह करते हो, आपकी पढ़ाई भी बढ़िया होगी. The more you're involved outside, and Dubai is a great place to include this in your process. And आपने अभी गल की है, 20 साल पहले जब ये इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं सीखी, मेरी बेटी 16 साल की थी जब हम दुबई में थे, तो उसने ना आफ्टर द स्कूल शी वांटेड टू गो टू हर पार्टी. Dad, is it okay? I'm 16 years old. Okay, I want to go to this party of a club. मैं क्या ठीक है बेटा, go. उसमें 20 साल पहले उसने all she had to do was send me the taxi license number, and that was monitored all the way to my house. इतनी safety है.
सो सेफ्टी में अगर किसी को स्टूडेंट अपने बच्चों को भेजना है, एंड आई थिंक एज अ पेरेंट्स इफ आई एम थिंकिंग अबाउट एनीथिंग फॉर माई डॉटर, आई श्योरली सी ओनली वन थिंग, दैट इज सेफ्टी. इन लाइक other countries they have gun culture as well, and we always think like if I'm sending my students gun culture, drugs culture, मालूम नहीं कितना सब चल रहा है लाइफ में. So अगर वो सब नहीं चाहिए तो दुबई तो बहुत ही अच्छी कंट्री, of course.
But I think personally, my experience,
So
number one.
now I think my audience will be surely convinced to go to Dubai. And the next questions are because Gujaratis are like this one only. When they found like this is good, the questions start. So second question they'll surely ask you about the courses. Tell us something about the courses in GBS Dubai.
जी. एंड जय भाई, जरा जितने भी आप इंस्टीट्यूट करेंगे ना, यू हैव टू लुक एट द इकोसिस्टम, यू हैव टू लुक एट द एनवायरनमेंट. बिजनेस में ऐसा ही चलता है कि एनवायरनमेंट ऐसा है, यू हैव टू फिट द एनवायरनमेंट. सो दुबई में बिजनेस चलता है, टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, हेल्थ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, कंस्ट्रक्शन मैनेजमेंट भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो उत्ते ना वी डू कोर्सेज बेसिकली इन बिजनेस, in IT, digital technologies, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, health administration, जिन्होंने not doctor नहीं बनना पर जिन्होंने hospital administration
Healthcare
में
का?
जाना है जी, and then construction management. So these are basically our main forte. We offer courses in this, and
These are the courses. So, sir, if student wants to study a few years in Dubai and then if they wants to study further courses in UK or US or any other country, is it possible?
I'm glad you asked the question. So in Dubai, we've partnered with a well-known British uh, education company, Pearson. Pearson are world-renowned. So what you can do in Dubai is start your bachelor's degree, do the first year, 2 years in Dubai, and then Pearson themselves have 200 partners around the world where you can transfer the 2 years from Dubai and just do a 1 year top up. So again, if cost is important and safety is important, parents, students can do 2 years in Dubai, save money while they mature 2 years older and learn a little bit more about life. Then they can do the third year in the UK. The amount of money they'll have saved in Dubai, instead of going straight to the UK, will pay for the third year.
Yeah, of course, huge
थर्ड ईयर
amount,
फ्री हो जाता है,
huge amount, of course, of
थर्ड ईयर
course.
फ्री हो जाता है.
Yes, और ऐसा होता है ना कि पेरेंट्स को भी ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत दूर UK इज 9 hours अवे, सो ऐसा लग रहा है कि भाई चलो अभी दुबई सेंड करते हैं, यंग लड़का है 2 साल दुबई रहेगा तो मैच्योर भी हो जाएगा, ही विल अंडरस्टैंड ईच एंड एवरीथिंग अबाउट इंटरनेशनल एजुकेशन, ही विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ वो फ्रीडम का भी वो यूज़ करना वो जान जाएगा, तो थोड़ा मैच्योर होने के बाद उसको UK US सेंड करो, दैट्स आई थिंक ईजियर वे.
That's exactly right.
200 पार्टनर्स सर, तो वो बहुत बड़ी बात है, मतलब कहीं भी जा सकता है बच्चा.
जी. अगर Pearson को नहीं, they don't want to go with Pearson, sir, they're welcome to stay with Gedu. Gedu ourselves, we have options for your students in France. So 2 years in Dubai, 1 year in France, you graduate with a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
We also have an American institution with 3 campuses in Europe and 1 in America. 2 years in Dubai, 2 years in Germany, bachelor's degree. 2 years in Dubai, 2 years in France, bachelor's degree. 2 years in Germany, 2 years in Spain, bachelor's degree. Or 2 years in Dubai, 1 year Germany, 1 year France. You can also do this.
So even though your own campuses, we can say that around the world, like France, Germany, US, Spain, everywhere they can go and do it. And if they don't want to go in this campuses, you have Pearson, that you can go to 200 plus universities. Wow, that's really
Exactly.
great. I think
Exactly.
course-wise, you have everything over there then.
And just for your peace of mind, अगर बंदा देख दे कि what will I do after Dubai, once you get your unconditional offer letter for Dubai, we can give you a conditional offer letter for year 3 Schiller, Germany. So we can give you both letters simultaneously. So your students and parents can see progression कैसा होता है, कि कोई time waste नहीं होएगा. तो दूसरी चीज जे भाई अम्मस से कि for Gedu, yes, we want to offer education, and yes, we want to make education a right and not a privilege, but we want to encourage academic excellence. So Dubai Pearson de vich na, there's 3 possible grades. Ek hota hai pass, minimum. फिर होता है merit, a bit more than pass. फिर होता है distinction. हम चाहते कि students को merit या distinction मिले, then उसको encourageable करते हैं. If you get a merit, for your second year, we're going to give you 25% scholarship. If you get a distinction, we're going to give you a 50% scholarship in your second year. And in Dubai, if you get a distinction in the second year, we will transfer the 50% scholarship to Germany, France, Spain, or the USA, depending on which campus you want to join us.
That's great. So जो भी scholarship यहाँ मिल रही है, the other campuses in US, Germany, France, they also get the same scholarship. Means 50% scholarship मिल रही है, तो 50% scholarship उसको France जाके भी मिलेगी.
अगर Gedu group, this is within Gedu.
That's
जी,
great.
जी.
फिर भी बहुत अच्छी बात है कि ये उन लोगों के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. Even those students when they just went to Dubai and अभी भी मैंने देखा कि scholarship उन लोगों को starting में भी, even though their academics are okay, still they got 25 to 30% of scholarship. So sir, can you please tell me what are the exact fees for HND diploma, the Pearson one, and what are the scholarship in that one?
Certainly, sir. And this comes from our beautiful chairman, Dr. Rana. This is his vision. So Dubai, the standard fees are 40,000 dirhams, roughly $11,000 US. But everybody is entitled to a 25% scholarship. So uske now it becomes 28,000 dirhams, which is just over 8,000 US.
Yes.
Then if a student pays the full year fees, they get an additional 5%.
Okay.
And we have an early bird encouragement as well. They get an additional 5%. So you can get up to 35% scholarship in your first year. So that has a massive difference. It brings the fees down to 26,000 dirhams.
Wow.
And then if you think about it, sir, long term, get a distinction at the end of your first year, then second year you're only going to pay 20,000 dirhams.
So I think student has to study hard rather than looking for a job or something. Just study hard and you'll get accommodation out totally free of charge. If they get 50% of scholarship, the accommodation is totally free of charge for that.
Exactly. Great point. And the long term, the harder you study, the better grades you get. You'll be paying less for your tuition because you're getting 50% scholarships all the way through. And your job offer is going to come faster because your employer sees the high grade, their eyes are going on your CV. Agar your CV is showing a high distinction and a high GPA, the Raj ka is 2.5 or just pass, the eyes are going on your CV, right, Jay Bhai?
Yes.
Goes without saying. So one, you're paying less for your fees, and two, you're getting your return on investment faster because you had academic excellence.
That's great. So scholarship, the options of scholarship for students are great at this moment. I think student has to do it as early as possible because next intake I think is June and then September. Yeah. So for 2 intakes they can come and they can meet us for this one. So now we already talk about jobs and everything. Can I ask you about part-time job? I think student can do part-time job in Dubai or not?
Absolutely. Dubai. Absolutely, sir. Dubai, there's a process. So don't expect to work in your first month. First you'll come to Dubai on what we call an entry permit. Entry permit ke saath, then once you're there, we'll arrange a medical test, which is a blood test basically. Once you get that blood test out of the way, you will then be issued a residence visa. This whole process can take anything from 4 to 5 weeks. Once you have the residence visa, then we have a careers office. You will register on your first day. Look, I want to work part-time, please, what kind of companies are looking. So I can tell you, Jay, almost 60% of our students in Dubai are working at the moment. You're allowed to work up to 20 hours a week as a student during term time. In holidays, you can work more.
Full time.
Hanji. But during term time, you're restricted to 20, maybe 23, 4 hours a week.
Same like other countries, 20, 25 hours work. Oh, that's great. So, sir, the students, they are getting help from the college only. Okay. So, how about this particular, how GB is helping them? You said 60% of students are already working. How many of them work through GBS?
The majority, sir. And one thing I want to be clear with your audience is I'm not guaranteeing a job. But what I'm saying is we will do what we can. How do we do this, sir? Firstly, we have an employability office. The young lady there, Miss Krishna, she will help you. Okay, Raj, tera CV dikhao. CV is not good. Okay, this is the kind of job you're looking for. We need to tone your CV. So she'll help us with addressing the CV. Cover letter. One size doesn't fit all. Kaisa kam aapne karna hai, then from there we'll design a cover letter accordingly. Let's see your LinkedIn profile. Let's look at that. How can we do this? Let's do some assessment testing. What kind of a job will suit you best? Let's look at an interview technique. Let's do mock interviews. As well as this, Jay, we also have, as part of our pedagogy, the way we teach, we bring industry professionals in the classroom. So it's a great opportunity for our students to actually network with professionals in the industry. And if you catch their eye, when they're looking for someone part-time, they'll remember you. They'll remember you. Yes, and then on top of that as well, we've designed our curriculum. Okay, we don't want you coming into school every day.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened, sir. When I was
for all of us,
when I was in school, yes. When I went to higher education, my institution had me coming in for 1 hour here, 1 hour there, 5 days a week. Sara schedule thoda mess up ho jata hai. And then if you're looking for a job, employer is saying, okay, you're going to class at 2, you're going to class at 3, you're going to class at 10. How can I? It's very difficult. Very difficult. Asina, we condense it in 2 days. So you can openly say, okay, sir, I'm in school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, anytime you need me, I'm available. And this really helps with looking for a job, you
ये
know.
बहुत अच्छा है, of course.
Any the lessons are easy or the work is easy, but by condensing it, you give the student more flexibility. And of course, if they want to work, it gives the employer much more of an opportunity to engage with you.
Of course, of course. And sir, like apart from, because I understand the courses and everything, fee structure is also great, scholarship is also there. I heard a lot about the Dubai laws. Like everyone said, Dubai is very strict, but as well as safe as well. So can you please share something that every student has to understand about that one?
Sure. I think that's a great point, sir. And look, as we said earlier, you need balance. You can't be the safest country in the world unless you do things, you know, that are strict. So I come from the UK. UK, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty. You know, so crime actually pays. You know, it's very hard to prove someone guilty because, you know, Dubai is the safest place in the world because if you're on the right side of the law, that's how it works. So prevention is better than cure. But there are a lot of myths as well. I need, God forbid, tomorrow, you know, you steal something, कि तेरा हाथ कटेगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है. ऐसा, you know, ऐसे नहीं है.
So we heard lots of stories
No,
like this.
these are, I can tell you these are all myths. But look, by having higher penalties for a seemingly lower crime, you promote prevention. And really the key there is prevention is better than cure. And that's how it works. And it works. So you'll think 10 times, okay, you know, अगर आपको tempt भी हो गया कि मैं थोड़ा ये करना है, वो करना है, you know, not that we think about it, but if you even think about it, you quickly change your mind because you're looking at what the repercussions will be. You know, in England, I'll give you an example, sir, you know, people don't think twice, okay, mobile phone hai, udhar I'll take it.
It's too easy.
You know, it's too easy. And they run the way, and then the police say, you know what, it's a mobile phone, how many we can chase? Dubai, you will not even think about this because you know the police will catch you. They'll put
10
you in
grams is
jail
also not possible.
and they'll deport you.
Yes.
So you don't even think about stealing the mobile phone. You know, so
स्टूडेंट्स को भी ध्यान रखना है कि वहाँ जाते हैं तो लॉस तो पूरा उनको फॉलो करना ही पड़ेगा. बट दैट इज नॉट दैट स्ट्रिक्ट लाइक पीपल आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि हाथ काट दिया, सर काट दिया, इतना भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं है.
nothing like that, bhai. In fact, I've witnessed a couple of things, you know, कि British couple आता है, you know, वो public display of affection हो जाता है, you know, they go out, they have a drink, and then you get a little bit carried away, you know, then you see your partner in your case, and the police or whoever, if there's someone complains, they'll say, आराम से जय भाई, ये ना दुबई है, हम ऐसे काम नहीं करते इधर, please refrain from doing this. It's only if you carry on, you insist, you say to the police, okay, you know, I'm British or whatever, then they'll show you, okay, look, I'll show you who's British and you know, this, that. But first time they will very nicely just say, please guys, you know, we know you've had a drink, that's fine, but please, we don't do these things in our culture. Please refrain, and that's the end of it.
यस ग्रेट. मैं भी कई बार दुबई आया हूँ एंड आई हैव सीन, मुझे लगता है बिकॉज 90% ऑफ दुबई लोकल्स आर इंटरनेशनल पीपल मेरे हिसाब से. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द पुलिस, द गवर्नमेंट इज ऑलवेज सपोर्टिव टू एवरी वन बिकॉज दे, कभी कभी क्या होता है कि ऐसा लगता है कि लंदन में गए तो ब्रिटिशर्स जो होंगे उनको ज़्यादा, बिकॉज वो लोग ज़्यादा है, बट यहाँ तो 90% ऑफ इंटरनेशनल पीपल आर लिविंग इन दुबई. मेनी ऑफ इंडियन शिफ्टेड देयर, इवन ब्रिटिशर्स, फ्यू ऑफ ब्रिटिश वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड दे शिफ्टेड हियर. सो 90% ऑफ जब ऐसे होता है ना, तब गवर्नमेंट प्योरली अगर सपोर्ट नहीं कर रही है तो कुछ आगे बढ़ेगा नहीं. सर, तो ये जो प्लेसमेंट्स होता है, जो जॉब करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स जब स्टडी करने के बाद, तो उनको जॉब मिलती है स्टडी करने के बाद?
Absolutely, sir. As Jay bhai, आपने, you know, एकदम ठीक बोला है. It's roughly 86% expats in Dubai. ये भी बैलेंस की गल है. Look, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, I don't know of any ruling body in the world that supports foreigners as much.
Yes.
उसने खुद के, I've had the good fortune of meeting him a few times, and you know, to our faces, he said, you know, we owe Dubai's transition from what it was to what it is today, thanks to our foreign partners, especially our brothers in India. You know, we've built 95% of Dubai. He recognizes that. But we also know it is United Arab Emirates. And he also doesn't want to get to a stage where in the future, Emiratis are not working and they're just simply sitting at home collecting, you know, sponsorship money, etc. So he wants to encourage Emiratis to work as well. So we've brought a beautiful balance where there's something called Emiratarization. And sometimes we've enforced this in certain public sector, in banks. a certain number of your workforce has to be Emirati, but rest international, and he truly supports the international community.
They are supporting it. We can see that
100%.
lots of Indian are doing business. They have maybe all this property dealers at this moment are mostly Indians in Dubai.
And they're so happy for the success of the Indians now. Truly, I've never seen a home nation so celebrate the success of an international community like the United Arab Emirates, especially Dubai.
Yes, you told me lots of very good things. I have to visit Dubai as early as possible now.
Be our guest, please come.
I will come. I'll come. Raj, we are finishing our podcast, and I'll ask you one advice to Indian students, to Gujarati students, mostly Gujarati students gonna see all these things. Can you please give us advice that will help them to be in Dubai, and once they'll be there, it'll be fun for them?
That's a great question. I think honestly, be curious, be adventurous. Hannah, the reason you go to an international country, especially to study, is not so you expect the same thing as if you were sitting in the middle of Ahmedabad. So be adventurous, be curious. Thoda hota, there'll be things. Believe me, it'll feel like home from home. So, I have to tell you something, Jay Bhai, I travel a lot. And in the last 6 days, I've been in 4 different countries. Okay, from Nigeria to Dubai to Philippines, and now I'm in India. And I've got this habit, my wife, being a Gujarati, will always pack my sachet of masala tea. So when I was in Nigeria, I asked in the morning, I said, "Maya, thoda garam pani dena, te thoda dudh man dena." So I bring my sachet of masala tea and I'll put this, and Dubai, you don't need this. You will find masala tea everywhere. You'll find all the good things. So
I know you can find Gujarat thali as well over there.
Everything. Chevra, gathia, jalebi, jo bhi chahiye aapko mil jayega. Fikr na karo. Be adventurous. Be curious. Be prepared. Do some things that are different. And that's honestly the best. Enjoy it. You'll have a great time. Safe hai, par every now don't drop your guard. Don't get involved in things that you shouldn't be. Other than that, stay on the right side of the law. And from the study point of view, I spent 30 years in the classroom myself teaching. So, to me, it's a fantastic cocktail that you get in the classroom. Okay, you get a great professor with industry experience. He's been in industry or she's been in industry, and they bring in the experience in the classroom. But you're sitting in a classroom sometimes with 20 different nationalities, Jay Bhai. So imagine, आपका experience क्या है, आपका background क्या है. हाँ जी, वो लेबनान तो आया है, ये बहरीन से आया है, ये बांग्लादेश से आया है, ये किसी और से आया है, यूरोप से आया है. कितना exposure, mindset, creativity, innovation, बंदे कैसे सोचते हैं, हमारे different सोचते हैं. This is what companies want. They want critical thinkers. They want problem solvers. They want people who can come up with innovative solutions to problems. So you will get a beautiful experience here, honestly.
Yes. सो स्टूडेंट्स सबसे पहले तो वही है जो राज सर ने लास्ट में एडवाइस दी ना, वो पूरी की पूरी आप 3 बार देख लेना फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. बिकॉज यही है कि जब आप बाहर जाते हो तो बस अपना काम करो और जहाँ जहाँ सीखने को मिले वो सीखते रहो, आगे बढ़ते रहो, सब अच्छा हो जाएगा, वो कोई इश्यू नहीं है. सो राज, अगेन फिनिश करने से पहले मैंने ना आपके साथ एक रैपिड फायर राउंड खेलना है. सो
दिस फील्स लाइक कॉफी विद करण, कॉफी विद आरके.
So I made this rapid fire round specially for you, and I'm going to call it rapid fire round with RK to RK. So to RK with RK, we both are RK. So let's enjoy our last few moments in this podcast. So okay, you know it very well, yeah? Rapid fire.
Ji.
I'll ask you. You have to reply me very fast. Okay. The first question was the best thing about living in Dubai.
Safety.
Safety, of course. Yes. What's one Dubai rule that surprised most newcomers?
You cannot drink alcohol in public.
That's great even. Parents will love it then. What's the most popular street food in Dubai?
Shawarma.
Shawarma. Yes, I love it, man.
You can get a vegetable version of falafel.
I know, falafel one. Yes. I love it. Whenever I go in any countries, I always find it out, this particular shawarma. Okay. What's the one thing you should never do in Dubai?
Public display of affection.
Okay. If Dubai had a tagline, what would it be?
the address of the future.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Burj Khalifa or Desert Safari? Real experience.
There's a safari.
Okay. You are almost me. If you could rename Dubai, what fun name would you give it?
Something for everybody.
Okay. Very big name basically for the country. What's the most unusual luxury things you've seen in Dubai?
Oh,
There are lots of, I know.
I think it was my first visit to Emirates Palace Hotel, which is in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
And everything there, Jay, that's gold, is actual gold.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not cosmetic or anything. It's actually gold. So even the paint on the ceiling is gold leaf.
Wow. So gold is always an unusual thing we Indians can see in Dubai. If we get lost in Dubai, what's the safest place to ask for help?
Oh, anybody and everybody. Everybody is just so helpful. In fact, it happened to me on my in 1999. First instance in Dubai. I got a puncture in the middle of nowhere. 10 people came and helped me and got me out of there like this.
That's great. One Indian thing you wished Dubai had?
Oh, honestly,
They have everything.
apart from Bollywood, I think we have everything. And even now, Bollywood is shooting more and more films in
Of
Dubai.
course, SRK's new movie is gonna shoot in Dubai only.
He's a great fan of Dubai.
Yes. So
and a
that's
good ambassador
great.
of Dubai.
That's great. Raj, talking with you is really amazing. It doesn't look like a podcast, and we had a great conversation. It will be recorded, and everyone gonna see it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.